Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those duct tapes from times gone by, as we are ready to dive in to the semifinals or semifinales here. We mentioned it earlier, but we have been following these two players tonight. We saw Astrea pop off and take down Bjorn in the quarterfinals. Likewise, herO also took down Gumiho as well. And now these two Protoss Titans are going to be clashing in the semifinals in a PvP. Let's go, Bobby. Let's go. Of course, as we dig our teeth into this semifinals, we will then have the lower semifinals as well. After this series, we'll be getting into Dark versus Oliveira. So there are Zerg players. There are Zerg players here in this event. We'll be getting into them afterwards. For now, we're getting into game number 1. Let's go. Let us go. You're all animals. You're all animals, Papi. Live? Not live? True, not live, Papi. Am I live? Am I really in bed right now? Spawning in the top right hand corner of Solaris, we have the South Korean Protoss. South Korean Protoss player representing CranKy Gaming. He just took down Gumiho with some stylish play with a proxy Stargate into Void Rays into Tempest. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the American Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing herO esports, popping off likewise against Bjorn earlier today. It is Astrea. Here we go. The PvPs are upon us, and I'm ready for the nonsense. And already we have a very intriguing opener. herO is going for your stock standard double gate open. It's going to be double gate into tech of choice or even an expansion. Meanwhile, Astrea is going for a 2-gate opener as well. This is true, but Astrea is opting not to go for the wall at the ramp. He's throwing down his buildings here next to his main base. So technically this is more efficient. Technically, Astrea has slightly better economy because the distance that these probes have to travel to throw down these buildings, the pylon and the gateways, before going back to mining is very short. Very short here as they go straight back to mining. So technically, a slightly more efficient build here from Astrea, but also more vulnerable because he doesn't have the wall on top of the ramp. As we can see, herO with this setup, if we did have a double adept opener, you can just wall off quite easily and protect your bases. This does mean that Astrea is more vulnerable to something like an adept opener, and we'll see if herO takes the bait. We'll see if he does go for it. For now, gateways are finishing up, cyber cores are on the way of course as well, and we're just waiting for our first 2 units. And we should be seeing Stalkers out of Astrea. We should be seeing something quite different out of herO. There it is, double Stalker from Astrea. herO going for Stalker Sentry. Interesting choice here. So herO, he isn't being aggressive. He doesn't want to take advantage of this position. He doesn't want to try to be overly aggressive. A very safe, very defensive opener here from herO. Interesting. Especially considering the kind of player that herO is, this is not what I was expecting. So respecting his opponent quite a bit here. With a Sentry opener, you do have a little bit less firepower here in the early game, but you have secure scouting. It means that you can get across the map, and you can get a read on what exactly Astrea is up to. And really this shows us that herO is aware of how intense and how crazy Astrea could be. Astrea could be a very wild and a very unpredictable player. So going for Sentry does make a lot of sense against him. As herO is going for his expansion, so is Astrea. Hallucination is moving out across the map, and the Stalkers will clash as Astrea is forced back here from the natural. Hallucination comes in, and oh, herO even setting up a proxy pylon. Hello there. Hallucination gets eyes on the expansion. We are aware of the timing of that natural base. We get into the main, and that was a click on that Twilight Council. If you saw the movement there, herO basically just did a double take, and he is now aware of the blink opener of his opponent. Also aware of the lack of additional gateways. Back at home, herO also going for his own Twilight Council. Now, herO also is fully aware that his opponent has a faster Twilight Council than he does, so herO also knows that there's going to be a window, there's going to be a timing where Astrea has blink, and herO doesn't. What does herO have, or what he does have, is a proxy. Proxy gateway here, so we are up in gateways. We have 3 gates in total. We can be a little bit more aggressive. Here come those depths that we were talking about earlier. Because there is a bit of a lack of SimCity, we can come in with the depths. We don't get into the main, but we do threaten the natural. Astrea moving out ahead of time. He fans out his stalkers just to get a little bit of a heads up to those adepts if they do come back in. Hallucination Scout reconfirming that Blink is on the way, making sure that there's no DTs, making sure that there is no Dark Shrine, and likewise the Stargate? The Twilight Council has also been scouted. Speaking of Dark Shrine, oh no! Speaking of Dark Shrine, we have one on the way and it is spotted. It is scouted by Astrea. He's aware of what's going on. He throws down a robo immediately for some observers. Unfortunate proxy location here for herO. He is scouted and Astrea is preparing back at home. There we go. We do force a cancel. Dark Shrine will not finish and herO has to divert his attention elsewhere instead. Hello. I think that was a bit of a misclick. For those wondering, if you hallucinate a probe, because you do choose what unit comes out, 4 probes do come out, and they are amazing if you want to fan out and look for proxies in the early game of PvP. I'm pretty sure that was meant to be a hallucination. I'm pretty sure that was meant to be like an Oracle or a Phoenix. As probes are going to be sent out. Meanwhile, Astrea going for his own Dark Shrine. And this is a little bit concerning because, there we go, we do actually hallucinate a couple of stalkers instead. No hallucinated scouts, which means we don't actually see this Dark Shrine. herO, he's going for a 3rd base. Forge is on the way for +1. And herO is pushing in. Now herO, he is up in stalkers. He could potentially take a fight. Blink is done for both players. Adept is going to be threatening a shade, and we do dive in. There's a shield battery. There is an overcharge, but we do one-shot workers. Sorry, one-shot stalkers. Barely 2-shot. As herO is forced back. The Dark Shrine is done. Pylon is ready. Show us the DTs. But now the Adepts, they get 3 worker kills. Not too bad. Dark Templar on the way. Do we have detection? We do not. There is no robo. There is no Stargate. There is a forge for cannons. But if these DTs, then now we have a robo on the way. But these DTs, they can end the game. Oh no. They could straight up end the game. We have to make a choice. Astrea, he goes for the economy. He could have gone for the robo. He was thinking about it. But he goes straight for the mineral line instead. Slips into the main, slips into the natural base. Probes are going to be going down. Oh, this is devastating. Now, not 2-minute workers have fallen, but that is a lot of lost mining time. At the same time, yo, we could go for the robo. Uh-oh. We're going for the robo immediately. No detection, by the way. No detection available here. We have the main army pushing forward as well. The overcharge is going to try to keep whatever we can alive, but that is going to be a kill. GG gets called, and just like that, there is 0 detection, and Astrea will take game number 1. GG. All it takes is sometimes an invisible man. GG, well played. This is sometimes how PvPs can go. At times, you do delay your robo, and if you delay your robo by too much, if your opponent happens to be going for DTs, there is 0 detection, and the game does end. So just like that, herO takes a lead, and takes game 1 against... Sorry, Astrea takes a lead and takes game 1 against herO. GG. Not a bad start. Not a bad start here for Astrea. I'm sure herO is going to be a little bit more active when it comes to scouting. This is where, if you remember, it was a really big moment, a crucial moment when we saw the hallucinated probes, when we saw the probes come in, because I'm pretty sure that was meant to be a Phoenix. I'm pretty sure that was meant to be a Phoenix Scout. Without the Phoenix Scout, we didn't see the main, we didn't see the Dark Shrine. We were not ready for it. GG gets called. And just like that, that's game 1 in the books. Yeah, exactly. Like, when it comes to lack of scouting, like, I'm pretty sure that hallucinated probe was a mistake. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be a Phoenix, and if we had a Phoenix there, we get into the main and we see the Dark Shrine. But, alas, we did miss that, and here we go. We're getting into game number 2, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Alkyone, we have the South Korean Protoss representing Dragon Kaizi Gaming. It is herO. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the American Protoss representing herO Esports. It is Astrea. I love the grasshoppers on this map with ambient sounds turned on. Oh, I didn't notice. I didn't notice the grasshoppers on Solaris. I'll keep my eye out for it. I'll keep my eye out for it. I'll try and be vigilant for the grasshoppers. I see smile. It was the map. I thought I was hearing things, Papi. Oh. Let's go. As we're getting into our openers, once again, Astrea is going for that gateway setup here in his main. We mentioned before, this is slightly more economic for Astrea. It means that the travel distance between throwing down production and going back to mining is that much shorter. Meanwhile, herO, he does work through these middle patches. He's going straight for a proxy Stargate. Not the first time we've seen this today. We saw this in the previous PvP between Nice and Astrea. It is very common to go for proxy Stargates here in this location on this map. Oh my god, as this is a gate expand. herO. Crazy. He goes for a gate expand. He doesn't go for a 2-gate opener. And with this economic opener, once the Cybercore is done, he is still lined up to go for the proxy Stargate. Okay. A very different build here, a very greedy build out of herO. This does mean that he will be lacking a ground army. He's going to have very little on the ground to actually support himself, to actually defend against a counterattack. Astrea likewise going for his own proxy Stargate location. I'm assuming Stargate, but we'll see what he throws down. Of course, a double Stalker opener here from Astrea. Should be pushing out to begin with. Should be vying for map control. There it is. The Stargate is on the way for herO. Likewise, the pylon is done, and a Stargate should be on the way for Astrea as well. Should. As Stalkers are moving out, getting across the map. Now, because of the opener of Astrea, because he went for a 2-gate opener, he will have a larger ground army than herO, and he could try and flex that. He could try and punish and cripple it. He goes for a ninja base. Oh my god! He's crazy. He's going for a ninja base. Okay, so instead of going for the rich gold or the rich mineral patches, he's going for the rich gas geyser instead. I have not seen this in a PvP before. And I'm a little bit concerned. There's a lot going on here. Okay, so a bold move from Astrea going for the gases, which makes sense. You know, in a PvP, gas is paramount. We do have the proxy Stargate upon us. We do have the Oracle making its way towards the main, but we do have 2 Stalkers in position alongside the Sentry. I'm ready for the Clan Fiesta, man. Oh, the Stalkers, they are moving out of position, though, as Astrea moves out. So the Oracle is moving in. Unfortunate, as Astrea leaves his bases vulnerable. There is no shield battery, and probes are going down. GG gets caught just like that. Oh. An unfortunate move out, and herO will take game number 2. I feel robbed, Papi. GG. Oh my god, I wanted the Fiesta. I wanted things to pop off. Not like this, and just like that, we're getting to the ace match. GG, well played. herO, he was in position, Papi. He was ready for it. Until he wasn't. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. So, we're getting quite a back and forth. That's PvP in a nutshell. You know, sometimes a man with gun ends the game. Sometimes an Oracle ends the game as well. You know, it happens. It happens. I appreciate what Astrea was attempting to do, and I hope that we get to see that again. Like, I hope that not in this series, but you know, in the future, the next time we see Astrea on Alkyone, I wanna see that ninja base pop off. I wanna see some magic happen. next time. As we are denied. We are denied that. Not like this. Game 3 is going to be taking place on Hecate. See in chat, is this a finals? Semi-finals. Semi-finales. Best of 3. Here we go, spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hecate. We have the South Korean Protoss player representing CranKy Z Gaming. Tying up the series 1-1 in that last game, it is herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the American Protoss player representing herO esports. It is Astrea. Astrea actually getting across the map very quickly with his first probe. I was curious as to what this would be. Honestly, a part of me was like looking up for a forge. I'm like, mate, with this early probe, are we like setting up a cannon rush? No. We're setting up a proxy in the natural base of herO. Let's go. Gateways are upon us. 2 gateways at that, and we'll see if this goes unscattered. herO is going for a probe scout across the map, and he should recognize that something is wrong, something is missing, everything is missing, as there is no gateway back at home. And herO sees, herO knows. Back at home, he's going for a 2-gate opener himself, getting into 2 gases. herO confirms the lack of gateway, of course. And there are a couple of things that this could be. There is a half-rich base here as well on Hecate. We could threaten, but here we go. Astrea does throw down a pylon here on the high ground. Zealous is on the way. Second pylon as well. herO taking this very seriously. He checks and doesn't quite see the proxy. Not yet. Zealots are on the way. Again, only one gas has been taken, and I believe that's going to be for Warp Gate. Only a single gas. Additional pylons on the way. Astrea, I think he wanted to try and throw down a shield battery. But this probe is going to go down. No shield batteries available here for Astrea. Zealots are on the way. Stalkers behind. No, sorry. Zealots still behind this. herO going for Stalkers. And here, Astrea, it feels like he's already running out of steam. Like he's working through this pylon, that is true, but the Stalkers are about to come out. Yeah, they are on the way. Shield batteries are finishing up as well. One of these Zealots is going to go down. Here comes the second Stalker. Warp Gate still a ways away. Boys are being pulled, and we may get some economic damage. One probe goes down. But only one probe. And from here, Astrea, he's now getting into Stalker production. He's taking a second gas. But herO has held, and he's going to be checking, and this is dangerous. Oh, he gets the first shot. Stalker taking a lot of hits. And it will not escape. We take control of the production. This proxy 2 gate is going to be completely shut down. And we need gateways back at home. Astrea is in a very vulnerable position. We depower the gateways. Immediately, herO moves out. He's going across the map. He knows that his opponent is vulnerable. We have another proxy being set up. Astrea going for a proxy Stargate and a robot back at home. Astrea may just die. These Stalkers, when they get across the map, what is there to defend? Nothing. There's one Zealot. And it's going to take a while to make an Immortal. No gateways here for Astrea. Nothing to reinforce. The Stalkers have arrived, and this is going to be a tough hold for the American Protoss. We do fully wall off. There is an Oracle on the way. Meanwhile, the Stalkers, they bust into the main base. We have to cancel the gateway to make it Immortal as well. Shield battery's going to go down. We get a surround. Do get a surround. We almost take down a Stalker, but 2 more have it come to take its place. We're snowballing out of control. We do have an Immortal on the way. Can we make it? Can we get it? 1 Immortal on its own against 5 Stalkers. The pylon has completed. We're warping in the face of Astrea. Adepts are on the way. Boys are being pulled. We are cornering the army. Astrea will clean this up. But the Adepts, they don't care about your Immortal. They're going to camp the mineral line. 14 probes go down. At the same time, the Oracle is on the way. But we've spoken about this before. Immortals, it takes them so long to kill Adepts. And the Adepts, they can just ignore it. And they can just go straight for the mineral line. Oracle's on the way. We don't have anything at home to defend, so probes are going to go down. The force field! There is no escape. The Immortal will die here to the Adepts. Not like this. GG gets called, and herO will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played. Astrea, crazy, going for a proxy 2-gate in the natural base of herO. Unfortunately, he was completely shut down. He wasn't able to get his shield battery up and running across the map, which meant that he didn't have any sustain. He just bled out a little bit too much. Once he lost his proxy location, then he had nothing to defend. He had no production back at home, trying to get into that Immortal. He did make the Immortal in the end, but we saw that herO was just so on top of his aggression, going for the proxy pylon, going for Adepts, shutting down Astrea at every turn, and GG. GG, well played. Congratulations to herO. But a shout out to Astrea, because Astrea, hey, he forced herO to go to the ace match. You know, he was able to take a game and force a game 3. Not something that any Protoss player can say that they've done, so congratulations. And with that, that does, of course, bring the end of this series. We're going to be getting ready for our next game, for our next semifinals. I always root for Astrea. He's such a nice guy. He is a nice guy. He's very wholesome. Very wholesome. Very nice guy. He's also, like, when it comes to his playstyle as well, he's so willing to just try different things. I mean, we saw that this series, right? We saw him go proxy 2-gate. We saw him go for a ninja base on Alcyone. We saw him go for DTs in game 1 on Solaris. So, like, Astrea, he's very adventurous with his playstyle, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to watch. Very easy to get behind. But GG, well played. Congratulations to herO. Best of luck to Astrea in his next series, the next time we do see him.